Now case study. Case study is what you need to answer and write in your ethics papers also. You will see a lot of case study, exactly the same only. So according to Pauline Young, most of the definitions that we are writing is related to this only. In the beginning also we have seen. Case study is a comprehensive study of social unit, and the unit may be a person, group, social institution, a district or a community. So case study means it's a comprehensive study of any unit. It can be a case study on a firm, okay, or anything. It can be anything. You conduct a case study and you come up with a understanding of that. So comprehensive study of any group, any district, any community, anything. Frederick Play said to have introduced case study methodology or method in sociology. The case study is an intensive study through which one can know precisely the factors and causes of a particular phenomena. It is very good method for collecting information about an individual, family or a group of person, for example, mostly used in psychology. It has two important features: study of whole unit or specific intensive study of specific aspect. It is possible to identify three phases in case study. Choice of cases. First you will see which one you study, then recording of data, then interpretation of data. See, this is same thing which you will follow in every approach. First you select the topic and then you collect data, okay, and then you go for interpretation of data. This is a normal process only, but we will have write the same thing everywhere. Now few assumptions are there. Characteristics of case study: it studies the whole unit, it studies a specific unit also. So but this person is given some characteristic, Hartfield, so you can write this. If you don't remember the name, and see, it is very much possible that you may not be able to remember the names of these people in this chapter, but it is not necessary. If you can write the characteristics, that's fine. It studies the whole unit, but it can be related to specific unit also. It often studies a single unit. It employs several methods in data collection to prevent errors or distortion. So within that, different methods will be there. Maybe questionnaire will be used, interview will be used, okay, survey will be used, different methods will be used. It perceives respondent as a knowledgeable person, not just as a source of data. It studies a typical case. For example, any successful venture, OYO, okay, you will conduct a case study on OYO. Okay, like that. So any successful venture, you will conduct case study or anything. Types of case study: historical case study, observational case study, oral history or case study, situational case study, clinical case study, multi-case studies. This method, these are different types. The next is content analysis, sometimes library based approach. So it's basically analyzing the content. That name itself will tell you. Okay, so it is a method of social research that multi-case study means different combinations. It is a method of social research that aims at analysis of content of documents, books, newspapers, magazines and other forms of written material. So you try to analyze the content. That's what content analysis. So simple, analyze the content, and you can do it at manifest and latent level. See, manifest means what is directly observed from the content. Latent means what the author intend to say, you try to interpret. Okay, so that is a hidden meanings. Manifest means directly what you can read and understand. Latent means from that book what is hidden, or what you can interpret from that, or what the inference you can make. That is the latent aspect. So both has to be there in content analysis. So Earl Babel defined it as the study of recorded human communications such as books, website, paintings, laws, etc. The content may be manifest or latent. Okay, the manifest means what? It refers to visible, actual parts of the text as manifested in the documents. That is sentences, paragraphs, etc. That is what you can actually see in the book. Latent means what? It is an underlying or implied meaning which is conveyed. So it is an implied meaning, but may not be able to understand for a common person directly. You need interpretation, you need inferences. Here the researcher read in between the line and analyzes the hidden meanings. Okay, in this approach, tabulation and quantification is not possible. It is very difficult. Subjective bias may happen because when you talk about latent, see different instances of such kind of study, you will see the different people come up with different understanding. For example, any poetic work, if you see, different people who are conducting study on that will come up with different critical understanding about that, and different meanings will be derived for different people. So quantification is not possible, subjective bias will be there. So it is actually preferred by the phenomenologist. Why? Because phenomenologist understanding is what matters. Okay, it is a subjective approach. No field study is involved. Hence, secondary method of data collection is what used. Because you are collecting data anyway from the books, that is secondary method only. Okay, it deals with the questions like who says what to whom, why, to what extent, and with what effect. Okay, all those. Use of content analysis, make inferences about the antecedents of the communication, describe and make inferences about characteristics of a communication, make inferences about effects of communication. So characteristics of, okay, objectivity, systematic, generality, quantification, trends in content analysis. If you remember, you can write this name. Gardner has pointed out the following trends in content analysis. There is increased use of this method. Okay, that means in terms of numbers, numerical increases there. Application to a broader spectrum of problems, greater diversity in the material studied, views in conjunction with other techniques of social research, content analysis by means of computers. So these are the, nowadays it is done by using computers.